ball and chain. They accuse me of murder, I never harmed a man. Now some got 6 months, some got 1 solid year. Some got 6 months, some got 1 solid year. Now me and my buddy, we got a lifetime here. Now the judge he pleaded, clerk he wrote it down. Judge he pleaded, clerk he wrote it down. If I receive sentence now, must be Joliet bound. Let me go to bed. Cook my supper, let me go to bed. I've been drinking white lightning, it's gone to my head. Now you quit me, baby, do anything you wanna do. Someday you gonna want me, and I don't want you. When I had my trial, you could not be found. Had my trial, you could not be found. Well, you know I'm all messed up now, and I'm Joliet bound. So that was my version of Joliet Bound by Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie. It was a guitar duet they recorded. And I'm playing the guitar part of Memphis Minnie, and Joe simply did some backup with chords. So, well, if you're playing alone, that's what you have to do. The guitar arrangement is in open G tuning, but with a capo on the 2nd fret, which makes it in open A. Here are my strings. So you tune down the 1st string a full step, the 5th and the 6th string as well a full step. Then you have open G tuning. And of course I got the capo as the 0 fret, so this is the 1st fret, 2nd fret and so on. And if I refer to chords, it will be as if I'm playing without a capo. So this would be a G, and this would be a C, and this would be a D. So the guitar arrangement has a unusual construction. The introduction has 9 bars, and the verse has 11 bars. So the hell with the 12-bar blues, they said. And there isn't a moment that you say, hey, there's a bar missing. No, it works. You can do whatever you want in blues, and 12 bars is not chiseled in stone. Okay, let's start with the introduction. I'll play it as slowly as possible. It is not a difficult song. The main difficulty is, of course, the speed. It is very, very fast. And I'm playing it even a bit slower than Memphis Minnie, because my rendition is about, I think, 10 seconds longer. So they did it even faster than that. I did also a solo, which they didn't do. So I dropped 1 verse and did a solo of 12 bars. Okay, let's go. So we're starting with a introduction, couple beats, 6 string, and then now I'm using my 3rd finger and the pinky, but you can do that as well with the 2nd finger and the 3rd finger. So like that. It's just a matter of interpretation, and both systems work. Now for the bends, I bend downwards, and I'm going up when I'm playing that 3rd beat. And by the way, there are 8 beats. It's in 4 halves. There are 8 beats in every measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like in the first measure. And so I'm going down, and when I have to play that hammer on, I'm up again. And here in the last couple of beats, I'm releasing. And that first beat of the 2nd measure, it's a pinch. It's very clear, and it's kept short. And I'm doing that. With my picking temp. When I go to that 2nd beat of the 2nd measure, hitting that with the temp. When I go down for the 2nd beat and that bend, when I hit that open D string, I mute the 2 bass strings which I played in the 1st beat. I'll try to show that like this. Like this. Anyway, so in the tap, I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. I left out a bar. The 3rd bar is exactly the same as the 12th bar. So there's no hammer-ons. It's practically the same as the first 2 bars, but no hammer-ons. So let's do those first 3 bars one more time. And again, that pinch in the 4th measure. And the most difficult part is that 4th beat, where you play with my middle finger there. So it's a pull off. That's what I'm doing. Now here, in the last beat of the 4th measure, the last 2 beats, I play a pinch with temp and index. Index does the open 4th string and the hammer on, and the index plays the open G note, the 3rd string. So there's no temp there, and that's also a difficult part to keep the beat, of course. And then the 5th measure. And I'm picking those as double stops, those first 3 beats, the second, third and fourth beat of the 5th measure. But you can, if you're a 2-finger picker, you can hit it so that 2 strings ring. But that one, the 6th beat, I play like a pinch, thumb and middle finger. And here we have a pull-off, followed by I'm fretting a partial D7 chord. 2nd string 1st fret and the 3rd string 2nd fret. And here the bass goes 6/4. So in measure 6, the bends are very slightly. It's not like that, but it's a very little bend, barely heard. We've seen that before. Same as measure 4. Exactly the same, by the way. And again, that last 2 beats, pinch, index, hammer on, index. And that's also very important, the 8th bar, that 2nd beat, you play that with a thumb. If you want to keep the rhythm, it's very important that the thumb does most of the work. If you would play, in my opinion, the thumb works better to keep the beat. But the 3rd beat, I play thumb index. And there's no bass in the 1st beat of the 9th bar. It rings what you played. Alright, I'm gonna play it one more time. The whole 9 yards. Which I did not explain, the transition between bar 6 and 7. I turn my thumb a little bit so I get more nail and you hear the sharper sound. It's not, but, so in measure 6 and 7, I'm going to play the whole measure. And the last beats of measure 8 at bend. Now the police coming with his ball and chain. Police coming. So the verse is exactly the same as the introduction. There are only two extra bars where you expect a C chord. Mini just keeps on playing like the first two bars. So bar 10 and 13 are the same, and it's the same thing as bar 14. So there's not much variation once you know those couple bars and can play that speed. You will see that it's not that difficult. But you will need to know the arrangement really, really by heart to be able to sing it. And I wrote the words of the first verse, and of course everybody sings a little bit different maybe. So, but it's important, I think, for example, police coming with the... You expect to sing with the after coming, but you'll have to wait and then it really fits. Police coming with his ball and chain. Like that. If you sing with the a little bit too soon, then with his, sorry, then you will see that there are not enough words for that 11th measure. So I did a little solo there, and that's in bar 21. Oh, I forgot the number there. Anyway, you can see it on the second page, bar 21. That's where the solo starts. And instead of playing that for the last two beats, I'm playing. So. And the rest is the same as bar 15 and 20. So we have bending bar 20, 22 that is, second page where it says solo, and I'm and there's a quick almost, well, it's not a triplet, it's not, but those last two beats of the first measure of the solo. It's just to fill the thing up. And so we had the 8th fret, bar 22. Bend and accent. Same thing. And there I advise you to use your temp, because if you, at that speed, and to grab that chord, that C chord, C7 chord, well, I'm having trouble with that, and that's why I chose to do the temp. So I'm bending that third string, third fret. And notice the muting also. By lifting the fretting hand. And the ending, well, I did simple. Da, 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 da. Like that. And hammer on second to third fret. So that's it for Joliet bound. Again, not that hard. It's the hardest parts are getting it at speed and to sing with it, of course. All right, have fun with it.